So now we are looking at the Scrum overview. Let's read it. It says the Scrum project involves a collaborative effort to create a new product, service, or other results as defined in the project vision statement. Projects are impacted by constraints of time, cost, scope, quality, resources, and organizational capabilities, and other limitations that make them difficult to plan, execute, manage, and ultimately succeed. However, successful implementation of result of a finished project provides significant business benefits to an organization. It is therefore important for organizations to select and practice an appropriate project management approach. Scrum is one of the most popular agile frameworks. It is adaptive, iterative, fast, flexible, and effective framework designed to deliver significant value quickly and throughout a project. Scrum ensures transparency in communication and creates an environment of collective accountability and continuous progress. The Scrum framework, as defined in the SBOC guide, is structured in a way that it supports product and service development in all types of industries and in any type of project, irrespective of its complexity. The key strength of Scrum lies in its use of cross-functional, self-organized, and empowered teams who divide their work into short, concentrated work cycles called sprints. Anything worth a discussion? पढ़ लीजिए. If you feel that there's something to be discussed, let me know. We are good on this page, everyone?
Just my last point in the page, which is that an organization must practice an appropriate project management approach. So, how an organization must choose that this
यही
is
तो,
better
that
for
is
me
why
or
they
this
are
is not.
saying that you are required to look at Scrum as a best project management approach towards your organization. There are from the several project management approaches available, you could look at Scrum, which is a very popular uh, agile, agile framework based approach, which can be put to use in an organization. So we will understand during our study, we will be able to understand what are the advantages associated with this Scrum method, and then we can decide whether our organization or particular types of project in our organization will need to be done the Scrum way. That's it.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन है इसमें it says Scrum is one of the most popular agile frameworks. In the third line it says the Scrum framework. So these are two different frameworks.
So agile के framework को इस्तेमाल करके Scrum का framework बना है.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone, move ahead. History of Scrum, the rugby approach, inception of the framework in 1980s, developed by Hirotaka, someone in Ikoru Nonaka, described an innovative approach of product development that they called a holistic or rugby approach, defined a flexible and all-inclusive product development strategy, approached based on manufacturing case studies from different industries. Product development should not be like a sequential relay race, but rather should be an analogous to the game of rugby. So typical projects are always intended to move forward. Rugby ka match is about moving forward, going back, moving forward, going back. So when these lean practitioners were looking at developing a framework around new product initiative, lean new product initiative ended up with a newer approach referred to as the rugby approach, which instead of being a sequential relay race was considered to be analogous to the game of rugby. And they ended up designing a very flexible and all-inclusive product development strategy which was later referred to as the agile method.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir. Did you use word lean here? Is it
Yes,
based on lean?
it is the birth is lean. This was considered as a lean tool. This
Oh,
was considered
so
as a
software
lean tool.
development.
नहीं मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के लिए तो
Okay.
so once they started to progress further, there were a couple of gentlemen who got together and built product software development project framework using these methodology, and that became very popular. So in the product development life cycle, which was built upon the essential approach created by Nonaka and Hirotaka, that is where the entire Scrum Agile was born. Now let us look at comparing Scrum and the traditional project management. Please understand one thing before we delve into this. Scrum has been promulgated by several institutions and several companies all across the globe, and all have their own nuances of how Scrum should work. While the 12 agile principles were kept intact, the intricacies of the manifestation of the agile method to be associated with these principles varied through various companies. So while you will see Scrum as an approach being very generic, but the details from several companies may vary. बहुत सारे लोगों ने जो इसेंशियल एजाइल का फ्रेमवर्क था उसको अपने तरीके से इंटरप्रेट करके और उसको अपने तरीके से बनाने की कोशिश की है. So you will have a lot of not very significant but still differences between the different Scrum approaches used by different organizations. Through this slide, we are looking at understanding Scrum vis-a-vis the traditional project management. The traditional project management focuses on processes, while Scrum boasts of being focused at people. They are focused on self-organizing teams, cross-functional teams, uh, teams which are constantly in discussion with stakeholders and customer, looking at retrospecting, making changes to what they've done. So you are looking at a project management method which is very focused on people. Scrum is very focused on people, while project management is very focused on processes. From a documentation perspective, project management requires a lot of documentation. You have comprehensive documentation needs, while Scrum has minimal documentation needs. In fact, the principle says only as required. You should do as little as possible when you're doing documentation in a Scrum project. The process style is very iterative when it is Scrum, but in project management, it is only moving forward. So it's a linear scale. While Scrum will be a rugby approach, आप आगे जाओगे, पीछे आओगे, आगे जाओगे, पीछे आओगे. So it is very iterative as such, while the traditional project management will be very linear. It will always move forward. From an upward planning perspective, Scrum will be very low, while the traditional project management will be extremely high. You will not move unless you have a lot of plans in place in typical project management, while Scrum focuses on very low amount of upfront planning. How do you prioritize requirements? Project requirements in a project, the traditional project management method is based on the project plan. It is fixed. Whatever is mentioned as a part of your project plan, that is what you do. The Scrum method says that whatever can deliver value to your customer, and such value delivery will be regularly changed, updated. So prioritization in traditional project management is done using the project plan, and it is fixed as mentioned in the project plan. But in Scrum, whatever is of business value to your customer is what decides the prioritization, and it is continuously updated. Questions, anyone?
सर ये दोनों जो फर्स्ट पॉइंट है ना, पीपल और प्रोसेस, ये थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ कर रहा है मेरे को. I mean, is it talking about people to be more better people are required
No.
in the Scrum?
It talks less about the process. It is more to be driven by self-organizing teams जो आपस में बात करके, आपस में इंटरेक्ट करके, क्रॉस फंक्शनल टीम्स आपस में बात करके, आपस में इंटरेक्ट करके काम करते हैं. जबकि प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट इज वेरी वेरी डिपेंडेंट ऑन प्रोसेसेस. अगर इसके बाद हमको रैसिक बनाना है तो रैसिक ही बनाना है. अगर हमारा प्रोजेक्ट प्लान ये कह रहा है कि इसके बाद रूपित एंड टीम विल गो एंड डू अ डिप चेक ऑन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल गैप एनालिसिस, तो हम गैप एनालिसिस ही करेंगे. जबकि प्रोजेक्ट स्क्रम विल बी फोकस्ड ऑन पीपल.
सर ये दोनों काम इम्पोर्टेंट है, करना तो लोगों को ही है, और अगर प्रोसेस के साथ वही लोग प्रोसेस के साथ करेंगे तो ये दोनों कंबाइन नहीं हो जाएंगे.
नहीं होगा ना. सो प्रोसेस के साथ नहीं करेंगे लोग आपस में बैठ करके दे विल फर्स्ट डिसाइड व्हाट डू दे वांट टू डू. प्रायोरिटाइजेशन विल बी डन बेसिस द बिजनेस वैल्यू. हमको क्या करने से ज्यादा वैल्यू डिलीवर होगा, एंड बेसिस दैट वी विल डिसाइड एवरीथिंग.
ओके,
यहां तक हम साथ साथ हैं, और डू यू हैव सम क्वेश्चंस फॉर मी? Understanding this page is very very important.
Sorry sir?
Understanding this page is very very important.
अच्छा.
Let's move forward. Typical project management, when you are looking at doing quality assurance, it is very process centered. Scrum is very very customer centered. From an organizational perspective, traditional Scrum project management is managed. Scrum is very self-organized. Management style is decentralized in case of Scrum, while project management is very very centralized. Change is updated to prioritize product backlog. Change in case of project management will be handled through very formal change management systems. Leadership in case of Scrum will be collaborative and servant leadership, while project management will be very command and control method. Performance management in a Scrum project will be done through business value, while performance management in terms of your project management will be done with vis-a-vis the plan. So plan conformity is how performances are managed, is measured in typical project management. But in Scrum, it will be done through the business value that you are delivering to your customer. Return on investment to your customer will start very early and will happen throughout the project life cycle. While in traditional project management, it will only happen at the end of the project life. And this is a very important failure point for us as an organization. So customers tend to believe that जब तक सब कुछ कंप्लीट नहीं होता है तब तक we do not benefit from hiring AIG at all. And unless we start to deliver value to our customers right from the start, the participation from the customer leadership diminishes and it will hurt the project in the long run. Finally, customer involvement, very very high during a Scrum method, while when you are looking at traditional project management, it varies depending on the project life cycle. Questions?
सर ये ROI समझ में नहीं आया मुझे. रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट कस्टमर को हम थ्रू आउट द प्रोजेक्ट लाइफ कैसे हम उसको रिटर्न दे पाएंगे सर?
जब आप वैल्यू डिलीवरी करेंगे, अगर आप किसी के यहाँ क्वालिटी मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम का इम्प्लीमेंटेशन कर रहे हैं तो आज उसको डिलीवरी का मतलब समझ में आता है जब सर्टिफिकेशन मिलेगा तो वैल्यू मिला. बट इफ यू कैन बिल्ड components, smaller components and start building efficiencies right from the start, उसको डिलीवरी का बेनिफिट शुरू से ही मिलने लगता है. सो ही स्टार्ट्स गेटिंग रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट राइट फ्रॉम द स्टार्ट. फर्स्ट सेकंड स्प्रिंट से ही उसको कुछ आप वैल्यू देने लगते हो रिटर्न में. जबकि in traditional project management, unless everything is completed, he does not believe that he has gotten anything at all. तो उससे उसको बहुत impact पड़ता है.
सर मैं एक एग्जांपल बताता हूँ इसका, मतलब मुझे जो समझ में आ रहा है, क्योंकि मैं यहाँ पे अटक रहा हूँ कि हम क्या दे रहे हैं उसको ऐसा. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हम क्या ये समझें कि मुझे कुछ लेट्स सपोज कि मुझे कोई घर बनाना है. अब घर बनाना इज अ एंड प्रोडक्ट, इज घर बनेगा. बट क्या मैं इसको स्क्रम से ये समझूं कि उसको हमने घर का स्ट्रक्चर बना के दे दिया, या हमने घर का मैप बना के दे दिया, या हमने उसको घर का
If
छोटे
the
रूप में.
customer believes that giving him a blueprint is important, blueprint अगर एक वैल्यू डिलीवरी है तो वो भी वैल्यू डिलीवरी है. तो आपको ऐसे कंपोनेंट्स बनाना, आपको अपना प्रोजेक्ट प्लान ऐसे बनाना पड़ेगा, आपको अपना डिलीवरी का पैटर्न ऐसा बनाना पड़ेगा कि कस्टमर को जो भी वैल्यूबल दिखे वो वैल्यूबल चीजें हम कस्टमर को शुरू से ही डिलीवर करते जाएं.
In this case, ROI means value or what?
Right.
Because in general terms, return on investment is something in monetary value. Because
No, it is
unless a
not always.
so
तुम एक
how
बात
is the
बताओ.
contract?
नहीं, तुम बताओ कि तुम किसी कंपनी में ISMS इंप्लीमेंट करने गए हो, तुम ISMS भी डिलीवर कर लोगे तो उसको मॉनेटरी वैल्यू कहाँ मिलता है? He is paying you 2 lakh rupees to get ISMS certificate. So for him the return on investment is that ISMS certificate. But if we can convince him that you know what, user registration, deregistration का process और उसकी streamlining itself is a very important thing that will benefit your organization, that becomes something of value to the customer. So वो return on investment, maybe a small portion of his entire return starts flowing from the first second sprint itself. That is what it is essentially meaning.
Okay.
और ये एक बहुत
And
important
secondly,
thought है. Yeah.
okay. And secondly, leadership section. What does servant leadership mean?
सर्वेंट लीडरशिप का मतलब ये हो गया जो नाम बोल रहा है. द लीडर इज अ सर्वेंट, लीडर इज अ फैसिलिटेटर, लीडर इज मोर इन द हेल्पिंग रोल देन द कमांडिंग रोल.
Okay.
प्लीज गो थ्रू all of these.
स्क्रम का जो रोल होता है बेसिकली वो फैसिलिटेटर का ही होता है.
Correct. So please go through all of this and we will need to create examples for everything. We will need to create a storyboard for everything. खास करके requirement prioritization, quality assurance, management style, performance management, return on investment. इसकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग बहुत astute होनी होगी because this is what differentiates Scrum from the traditional project management. किसी के पास कोई क्वेश्चन है इस इलाके में?
Not for now.
So एक होमवर्क लिख लीजिए सब लोग अपने लिए कि 2-3 प्रोजेक्ट का तस्वुर करिए, दो तीन प्रोजेक्ट का तस्वुर करिए और उन प्रोजेक्ट्स में वैल्यू क्या डिलीवर हो सकता है उसकी एक लिस्ट बनाइए. So there is a lean engagement that we have taken up. There is a ISO 9001 engagement that we have taken up. There is a 27001 engagement that we have taken up. What could be the value delivery that we can provide in small sprints?
Okay.
Got the question?
Yeah. Yes.
अगर this page, this table 1.3 is clear, so this will complete about 30% of your entire understanding component. So this is very, very important. Typical waterfall model जो है project management का, that requires you to start with collection of the requirement. While Scrum focuses on iterative development, so you initiate, you plan and estimate, you implement, you review and retrospect, plan and estimate, implement, review and introspect. तो हर सेगमेंट का, हर स्प्रिंट का प्लानिंग, हर जो हमने प्लानिंग एस्टिमेशन किया है उसके अनुसार इम्प्लीमेंटेशन और रिव्यू और रेट्रोस्पेक्ट हर स्प्रिंट में होता है, जबकि इन द ट्रेडिशनल प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट मेथड रिक्वायरमेंट एक बार, प्लानिंग एक बार हो जाती है. So upfront planning is very very high when you are doing the traditional project management, the traditional waterfall or the other spiral methods. ज़्यादा खेल उसमें upfront planning का है. While in Scrum you are planning at every sprint stage, you are implementing at every sprint stage, and you are doing review and retrospect at every sprint stage. Jabki this will not happen when you are doing typical project management. Everyone?
But was it the case here
Sir,
that as time increases, the
Yes.
so I was asking that why is it the case that as the time increases, value to be delivered to the customer is decreasing?
बिकॉज बहुत सारा कंपोनेंट आप डिलीवर कर चुके हो ना. सो अज्यूम करो कि एक आईएसएमएस का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है 4 महीने का, तो 3 महीने तक तो आपने उसको 70% डिलीवर कर चुका होगा ना आप. 70% of the value that he could have derived from the ISMS implementation has already been delivered to him. So the value will keep on reducing. So day one, you have 100% of value to be delivered. फर्स्ट स्प्रिंट के बाद आपने कुछ तो डिलीवर कर दिया, सेकंड स्प्रिंट के बाद कुछ और भी डिलीवर हो गया. सो लेट्स से 1 + 1 2 डिलीवर हो गया, तो थर्ड वाले में 1 + 1 + 2 डिलीवर हो गया. तो आउट ऑफ 20 यू एंडेड अप डिलीवरिंग 4 कंपोनेंट्स ऑलरेडी. सो द वैल्यू विल कीप ऑन डिक्रीजिंग. यस अग्रवाल साहब.
और सर मैं एक नॉर्मल प्रोजेक्ट की अगर मैं बात करूं, जो मेरी अंडरस्टैंडिंग अभी तक समझ में आई मुझे, द स्क्रम फ्रेमवर्क स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम द इम्प्रूव फेज. कैन आई से दैट?
व्हाई आर यू कॉलिंग इट
इन द डीप?
ये तो सारा प्रोजेक्ट हर स्प्रिंट में ये पूरा प्रोजेक्ट कर रहा है. सो इट इज डूइंग प्लानिंग, इट इज डूइंग इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ दैट प्लानिंग, इट इज सबमिटिंग टू द कस्टमर, डूइंग अ रेट्रोस्पेक्ट विद द कस्टमर, और फिर अपना प्रोडक्ट प्रायोरिटाइज प्रोडक्ट बैकलॉग को इम्प्रूव करता है. सो एट एवरी स्टेज इट इज डूइंग द सेम थिंग.
ठीक.
Please go through this slide. ठीक है, this is simple adaptability. So Scrum में जो information methods हैं like Scrum board or sprint burnout charts are shared always. So one of the benefits associated with Scrum is absolute transparency. Scrum board provides the heads up to everyone who is participating in that project. So Scrum will provide a lot of transparency. You will have the task tracker जिसको हम Scrum board बोलते हैं. तो Scrum Ban और Sprint Burnout Chart etc. वो शुरू से ही available रहता है to and thus leading to a more open environment. Continuous feedback is provided through daily stand-up and demonstrate and validate sprint processes. So you are constantly talking to the customer, constantly getting feedback from the customer, so that end product के time पे भसड़ पता न चले. Process में continuous feedback का structure है, and that structure will make the process more aligned to the customer and more likely to be successful than not. Everyone? Because you are regularly talking to your customer and because you are regularly integrating his thoughts into the project, so you are essentially looking for continuous improvement. The deliverables are improved progressively sprint by sprint through the groom prioritized product backlog process. So अगर आपको कस्टमर से कोई फीडबैक मिलता है तो आप एक प्रोसेस है which is referred to as groom prioritized product backlog process. उस प्रोसेस के थ्रू आप अपने प्रोडक्ट को और इम्प्रूव करते हो basis the feedback received from the customer. So Scrum essentially bolsters around a lot of continuous improvement in the system. You are looking at continuous value delivery being provided to the customer. You are looking at developing a sustainable pace. You are looking at early delivery of high value to the customer. Scrum believes that because it is a self-organizing team, so non-essential work gets minimized, and you are able to drive a lot of high efficiency within the teams. Because ये सेल्फ ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम है, सर्वेंट लीडरशिप के थ्रू काम करती है, so you are essentially looking at very high levels of motivation among employees, because this is not a command and deliver model, this is a servant leadership model. Because collaboration and co-location of the cross-functional teams and daily stand-ups, they lead to faster problem solving, which means faster problem resolution, improving speed of delivery for most businesses. So one of the biggest benefits that Scrum is supposed to offer is faster problem resolution. Deliverables become very effective largely because of your retrospect with the customer regularly. You are working with the customer in a participative mode always. So because of that, you are bound to get more effective deliverables out from your kitty more often than not. Because unlike any traditional project management method, customer interaction is done after a lot of work has been done. So the frequent customer feedback process is missing. While Scrum looks at doing effective deliverables at every stage.
A question here, sir.
Sure.
So let's take for an example that we have identified particular value adds that for a particular sprint we will be able to deliver these things to
Who
our
has
customer.
identified?
We have identified.
No, you can't. It will be done by the customer.
That's what I mean.
Customer will decide.
And if customer disagrees, then what happens?
Customer ही बनाएगा. आप तो बनाओगे ही नहीं ना. हम कस्टमर से ही पूछेंगे कि आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सबसे बड़ा पेन एरिया क्या है. तो उन्होंने जो हमको सबसे बड़ा पेन एरिया बताया, उन्होंने बोला, एडवांस लैमिनेट ने बोला कि मुझे प्रोक्योरमेंट में सबसे ज्यादा भसड़ मची हुई है. तो हम पहला डिलीवरेबल क्या बनाएंगे, उनके अनुसार बनाएंगे.
बट अभी हम वी वर टॉकिंग अबाउट कि हम लोगों ने कुछ आइडेंटिफाई कर लिए हैं, साइपॉक्स, प्रोसेस मैप्स, कुछ वैल्यू एड इस टाइप से.
तो हम कस्टमर से बात करेंगे कि आपको ज्यादा भसड़ कहाँ है. जहां जिस इलाके में ज्यादा भसड़ होगी, उस इलाके में हम कहेंगे वी कैन डिलीवर दीज थिंग्स टू यू, दिस कैन ब्रिंग एफिशिएंसीज. इफ कस्टमर एग्रीज, दैट इज व्हाट वी डू.
ठीक है.